and I felt an impact in the back of my throat.
Hey now. Eastbound after Sprinkle Road exit. Sprinkle.
You got a question for Bill?
I got two if I can fit them in.
That's what she said.
One, Bill.
I received a tweet.
Oh, yeah?
From Lindsay, who we just played with. And,
well,
you don't want to open up Pandora's box. Come on.
Unless the chick's name is Pandora.
She has one of those gigantic teddy bears. It's probably 4.5 feet tall. And I'm looking at it, and I go, oh, what the hell? So I pick it up. And,
cut a hole in it.
And for 4 points, this character experiments on himself. Stop it. Stop it. But he was at 2 bills.
Yeah.
And was soft. Well,
now I'm hard.
Right.
Wait.
I did not destroy the bear. No holes were cut.
Not a big hole.
I can bake the hell out of a pie. I even go decorative on the crust. You know what I'm talking about around the edge. You want it to look pie-like. You don't want to just slap it in there like some kind of chump.
Hey, you don't want to
slap
slap
the presentation
pie.
Is absolutely important.
Would you say you grabbed the pie?
Somehow I think you're talking Billy Bush and I'm talking Martha Stewart. I simply put the bear in the bed and covered him with blankets.
Oh, okay. They're going to say something else.
Like, okay, I see how this is going to go.
Webs.
There were no spider webs on the bear, thank you. There's probably 25 monkeys about a foot tall, just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
And they love you. And they all
long
just...
time?
Yeah, they just... they first, and now you're just saying that I'm full on. I mean, cut a hole in it, spider webs jokes.
Penetration.
Jenny Groney from Celebration Cinema.
Eric, do you know what an Eiffel Tower is?
Oh, my. They've got a bunch of dolls, like babies, dolls, and a mannequin of a little boy. And then they go, we need you to paint this kid's face.
With the what?
They had like now, here's what gets weird.
And then you dressed up like Jared Fogle.
If it wasn't already weird, Gizmodo published an article about the dirt on Ken Bone.
He took an R off his name. Is that it?
Wait a minute. Who took an R off his name?
His name was Boner.
Oh.
No?
Oh, God. Do you remember the story about when I didn't want to go to bed with my wife not in the bed?
Yeah.
Scott McKay sent it.
Yeah. When you cut the hole in the bear. Yeah, I remember that. No bleep.
Sydney Showers.
Sydney Showers. That's Sydney Showers.
Sister of Golden.
So
that doesn't work.
I found that out. I've got a paintbrush, and I paint the face white. And I'm then going to let that dry. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. And then I'm going to put like...
What am I thinking? This is funny.
I'm going to... Shut up. But if she were not there, oh, forget it, man. Unless the teddy bear is there, then I'm okay. That has been a savior.
Should you get a blow-up doll for these situations? Would your wife be okay with that?
Not chunky peanut butter. What do you call it? Creamy? It's a smooth?
Creamy. Yeah, it's creamy.
Not Megan and Brian?
Yep.
Richard and Rich?
Yes.
Dick and Dick.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got to find somebody, but I don't feel good about that.
You can get 2 teddy bears and have a threesome.
She always looks like $1 million, and even more so on this day because of the dress she's wearing. A beautiful dress. So.
Was it tight?
It was, it was
tight on the top.
Yeah.
In the bodice.
Yes.
Made all the guys tight in their pants.
No. Unbelievable.
And she's friends with my cousin and just came to support my cousin, and I was distracted from my grandma's death by this hot girl sitting across the sanctuary from me.
Okay. So then you just walked up and made
the grandma wasn't the only thing getting stiff.
Weighs about 16 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice.
Dad, got to explode. If it doesn't explode, it won't work.
There you go. Always have to explode at the end.
Hey, let's.
She's 16 pounds soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
Where?
He's going to be chasing those around, and he's not even going to pay attention to you, probably.
Wow.
So it's a really good time to be out. His defenses are down, and
everything else is up.
He'll do everything else is up.
Yep.
And
It says that the unidentified man in his mid-50s used to receive facials from Gonzalez.
What?
And eventually, I think that's something different than what you're thinking of. You got to sit in the helicopter?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Now,
Damn, I didn't even see it.
Now, I know you had a few drinks, Andrea, and
did.
you were like you actually posted a picture of you with your hands on the stick. And
What?
Yeah.
Sunday, especially with a high of just 37, a low of about 29 or 30. So
It's been beautiful the last couple of
Oh, my
days.
gosh.
Yesterday and today, too. It's going to rain, but it's still
Today?
going to be a high of 69.
you add white vinegar, sugar into the small cucumbers, and then you're actually making your own pickles to go on top of the damn thing. It's awesome.
Love eating my own pickles.
It was interesting
Losers.
because the guy because we talked to the guy, Mike Huntoon, who was the 67-year-old Mike Huntoon.
Huntoon. Okay.
Yes, he's the guy who. That's a risky name, isn't it?
It is a risky name. Can we call you Bob Huntoon? That makes a little bit.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about that.
You didn't?
No, at all.
That's where my brain is.
Normally I would. This is a bad thing. It's a sign that I'm growing up, and I don't like that.
Or you're growing old.
Yeah, I don't. That's normally right up my alley. That's the only thing I would have talked about when we got him on. So talk about your name. In the Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life, what happened every time a bell rang?
Did his life go backwards?
Did the wife go backwards?
Life.
Oh, life. Did his? I was gonna say, his wife.
Honey, it's Christmas!
That's a lucky dude.
Hang on a second. I got a cough. Oh God. I should have
Okay.
eaten that protein bar.
Got some nuts stuck in your throat?
Yeah, sure do. One time I was at the gym in the locker room, and I noticed there was a dude looking at me,
Oh, yeah?
and I was nude, and he kept looking at me, and no, stop it, stop! You stop doing that dumb noise, man.
We should have gotten bonus points for finishing so fast. No?
No, no, it's fine.
Typically, you don't get bonus points for finishing fast.
You guys. The cop asked the grandmother if he could spank them, and she said yes. And the cop said, "Can you get a belt?" And Grandma said yes.
You're into that kinky stuff, I see.
I don't think it was. I think he was trying to teach him a lesson. Grandmother comes out of the house.
Sure he was.
And she's got a belt. Why are you making this so bleeping weird? What is wrong with you?
And a ball gag. What?
It's no, not a ball gag.
Oh.
So the cop grabs the kid with the belt and hits the kids with the belt.
The story says it was, quote, a little tap.
Yes, it was a little tap. She took
A love tap. I'm torn. I have no idea where to put my opinion. It's just a weird story. The ball gag's involved in
No,
everything.
there
It's
is
just
no
so
ball
weird.
gag. There's no ball gag. I don't know why it keeps going down that road. You keep trying to force it down this weird
Hey,
sadomasochistic.
Granny, hold this for me.
It's like I'm creeped out. The only thing I'm creeped out about in the story is you doing that voice.
Hey, Granny, hold this leash while I spank your grandkids.
I stole the ball from my friend, and when I got it, I had it in my hands, and he went to steal it back from me, and his index finger went up into my eye socket on top of my eye. Because he just stood there, and he's like, what do I do? What do I do? I said, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out.
That's what she said.
Out.
We had a suggestion that if it goes to overtime, Ben does both contestants.
Yeah, he does both of them.
Yeah, I say we incorporate that immediately.
Yeah, I'd love to see Ben do both contestants.
I was wondering, what's the name of the minor league baseball team in Grand Rapids?
Billy, baseball.
Bradman yesterday called their mascot a river rat. So I said the West Michigan Beavers because their mascot looks like a beaver.
What kind of beaver?
And then he
Shaved
said river
beaver?
rat, but actually